old farmhouse creaked and groaned around me like a dying beast. Dust motes danced in the single beam of moonlight, piercing the grimy windowpane, illuminating the tattered floral wallpaper. I'd been dared by my friends to spend the night here, a place everyone in town whispered about. They said a curse, a demon, had settled in its walls generations ago. I, of course, thought it was all hogwash. I tried to read, my flashlight beam shaking slightly. The silence was oppressive, punctuated only by the scurrying of mice in the walls and the distant hoot of an owl. Then, a faint scratching started. It was coming from inside the room. I froze, my heart leaping into my throat. It sounded like fingernails on wood, slow and deliberate, beneath the floorboards. I told myself it was just the house settling, or an animal. But the scratching grew louder, more insistent. It moved, a creeping dread as it slithered towards the wall behind my makeshift bed. I could feel a cold draft seeping from that spot, a chill that had nothing to do with the autumn night. Then a whisper, so faint I almost missed it. It was like dry leaves skittering across stone, just on the edge of hearing. It seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. I strained to hear, my breath catching. You shouldn't be here. My blood ran cold. That wasn't the wind. I scrambled back, my flashlight beam bouncing wildly. The scratching stopped abruptly. The silence that followed was even more terrifying. I stared at the wall, expecting something to burst through. Suddenly, the wallpaper began to ripple, as if an unseen force was pressing against it from the other side. A faint, sickly green light bled through the fabric, pulsing weakly. Then a single, dark, glistening eye appeared, staring directly at me from within the wall. It blinked, slow and deliberate, and a low, guttural chuckle echoed through the room, a sound that scraped against my very soul. I didn't wait to see what came next. I bolted, not looking back, the unnerving chuckle chasing me into the night. I ran until my lungs burned, until the farmhouse was a distant, dark silhouette against the moon. I never went back, and sometimes, in the dead of night, when the house is silent, I still hear that faint scratching, a chilling reminder that some stories aren't just stories.